Self-inflicted infertility. Now, that might seem quite surprising. After all, isn't infertility because the sperm count is low or the tubes are blocked? And yes, there are lots of medical reasons for infertility. But the reality is, a lot of times, this infertility is self inflicted. And let me give you some examples. One of the common problems we find is that patients often do not have enough information about reproductive biology. They do not know what their fertile time is. They do not know when they're ovulating, as a result of which they don't have intercourse at the right times. This is either because they've got all old wives' tales, or they've not done their homework, or maybe they were sleeping during their high school biology class, which talked about human reproduction, as a result of which they actually end up mistiming baby making sex. And this actually ends up causing them to become infertile. Another fairly common problem is people will use KY jelly as a lubricant during intercourse without knowing that KY jelly actually kills the sperm. So you're actually making yourself infertile by using the lubricant. Yes, the lubricant is important in case sex is painful or you're not adequately lubricated, but don't use KY jelly, please. You can easily use liquid paraffin, which is available at any chemist. And sometimes just this one simple change will help you to get pregnant. And if you do make that change and get pregnant, don't forget to send me a box of chocolates. Anyway, kidding apart, the other reason for self-inflicted infertility is what I call social reasons for infertility. Now, this again is becoming increasingly common. And again, this falls into two categories. There is one entire group of women who are now postponing childbearing because they want to pursue a career, as a result of which, when they finally decide they're done with their career or they've reached whatever promotion or job they wanted and then they want to have a baby, they find their egg quality is taken a beating and they can't get pregnant, even with IVF. And the other reason for social infertility is when the husband and wife have such high stretch jobs that both of them are traveling so much that they don't even get to see each other on the weekends, which means, quite frankly, if they'd stayed together, they'd mostly have had any number of babies. But here, simply because they've got these high flying jobs, as a result of which they're flying all over the world, they're just not being able to have sufficient intercourse in order to be able to make a baby in the bedroom. And that's what I call self-inflicted. Can be hard, but obviously the good news is, if there is no underlying medical problem, this is relatively easy to treat. So if you are worried about your chances of getting pregnant, please reach out to a doctor who can then guide you to make sure you don't waste valuable time. And feel free to reach out to me. I'm Dr. Malpani. Our website is www.drmalpani.com. Happy to offer a free second opinion.